Hello viewers, welcome to the Editorial Analysis by Dristhi IAS. In this section, we regularly take editorials from various newspapers and news portals for a better understanding of various issues happening in India and around the globe. Dear viewers, in this section, we first try to link the editorial with our UPSC syllabus. Then, we go analytical in order to understand some key points and at last some important concepts. Dear viewers, we truly hope that you like this initiative taken by Drishti IAS and your feedbacks are important for us. So kindly feel free to give your important feedbacks in the comment section. So without any further delay, let's commence our session.
Dear viewer, this video is available in Hindi as well. If you wish to watch it, please visit our Hindi YouTube channel, Drishti IAS. For your convenience, the link for this video in Hindi has been provided in the description below.
Today's editorial is taken from the Economic Times published on 28th of October 2020. The title of today's editorial is Indo-US Ties Beyond Specific Leaders. If we try to summarize today's editorial, we can say that the recent bilateral talks between India and United States of America will strengthen the ties between both the countries, ranging from political to defense as well as trade and technology. Dear viewers, if we try to link today's editorial with our UPSC syllabus, we can link it with GS Paper 2, which has polity, constitution, governance and primarily with the section involving international relations. Some key points from today's editorial. The third US-India 2+2 dialogue strengthens the partnership between the two countries that ranges from the political and the military to trade, technology and energy. This partnership is critical as India begins its term as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council in January. The India-US partnership is not tied to the administration of the day or personalities in office, but rooted in mutual interest and shared values. Now, we know that the third round of talks, 2+2 talks between India and US took place, and it can be said that these talks, these dialogues will strengthen the partnership between both the countries in various divisions ranging from politics, defense, trade, technology, etc. Now, these talks are also very important from one more perspective because India is about to start its non-permanent membership of the United Nations Security Council from this January. So with that point of view as well, these talks are quite important. Now, what exactly the 2+2 talks are? Now, these talks are between India and United States of America. And in these talks, it is a dialogue between two appointed ministers. Two ministers will be appointed from each country. And the aim is to discuss issues of strategic and security interest between both the countries. Now, defense minister and foreign ministers, or you can say secretaries, meet with their counterparts from both the countries. Now, these talks for the first time, they were announced in June 2017 and they are very important. Like I said, the interests which are being shared between both the countries ranging from security and strategies. The signing of the long in the making BECA, that is Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement for Geospatial Cooperation, encapsulates this. Now, one of the most important perspective of these talks is the signing of a very important agreement, which is Basic Exchange Cooperation Agreement, also known as BECA. Now, what exactly BECA is and how BECA will actually help India? Now, BECA will allow India to use geospatial maps of the United States of America to get pinpoint military accuracy of automated hardware systems and weapons such as the cruise missiles and the ballistic missiles. It also says that BECA will also allow India in acquiring various unmanned aerial vehicles, such as one of the important ones is the Predator B, very important UAV, that is the Predator B. Now, BECA basically is one of the 4 military communication agreements between these two countries, India and United States. The other 3 important agreements are: number 1, that is GSOMIA, GSOMIA. Now this is General Security of Military Information Agreement. The number 2 is the LEMOA. This is the Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement. And the number 3 is CISMOA, CISMOA. CISMOA is Communication and Information Security Memorandum of Agreement. Now these are 3 very important military agreements. Now BECA will be the 4th. If it happens, so it will be basically 4 military communication agreements between both the countries. The US stressed on importance of countering China and the threat it poses to democracy, rule of law, and transparency. Now, United States of America has continuously been stressing upon one thing, that it is time that we start countering China, because China is posing an imminent threat over democracy and rule of law. At the same time, the United States and India partnership is about a whole lot more than countervailing and overbearing China. See, the relationship between India and United States of America is not just limited to counter China, but there are very higher perspectives that are associated with the agreements these two countries will make. So it's not just about countering China, but it is about making each other strong by signing very good agreements that will definitely help both the countries in time to come. Now, the present scenario, it is a crucial part of securing stability, distinct from status, as the world leaves the unipolar movement behind and embraces a multipolar existence. Now, see, it is time that countries with same opinion, same mindset, democracies, they have to come together. Now, recently we saw that how the Quad, which comprises of Japan, Australia, India, and United States of America, how this is becoming a very strong, you can say, coalition between these 4 countries. So, it is time to unite for a common goal, for a common interest. Being effective calls for not just advanced weaponry, but also sharing of vital information and ability to coordinate and cooperate in an efficient manner. Now, it's not about that India and United States of America are signing this deal so that there can be a weapon trade that can take place. It's not just about getting advanced weaponry, but it is also about sharing vital information, very vital information, in order to work together in an efficient manner. The way ahead, advances in artificial intelligence, satellite surveillance, cybersecurity, robotics, and materials are integral parts of emerging strategic capabilities. So various areas where the strategic interests that both the countries share, they are artificial intelligence, satellite surveillances, cybersecurity, robotics. Okay, so these are some of the important key points that are required in the strategic interests that both the countries will share. Equipping power that are committed to a common goal in all areas of strategic capability is an integral goal of continuing multifaceted dialogue between countries such as India and the United States. Okay. While the core of the dialogue focuses on political and military engagement, healthcare and the effort to tackle COVID were another stand of the dialogue. Now, other than the political and the military engagements, there were talks between both the countries on healthcare and also how proper initiatives should be taken in order to completely curb the COVID-19 situation which we are facing at this point of time. As was the issue of terrorism and India's willingness to contribute to security and stability in Afghanistan. Another issue that was discussed was terrorism, the global terrorism, the international terrorism that both America and India are facing. Talks were also over this matter as well. Also, India has shown its support that it really wants to have a proper stable government in Afghanistan, and the entire issue between the Taliban and the Afghani people should solve. So these were some of the important key agendas that were discussed in the talks that held between the ministers from both the countries. From the immediate to the strategic, the scope for cooperation is wide and it calls for effort. Now, there is a tremendous scope that both the countries, India and the United States, they can help each other. There is a tremendous scope and there is a very positive effort which is required in order to have a positive outcome of these talks. So, both the countries are required to sit and discuss on such issues and make sure that things are being worked out in a very right direction. So viewers, this was with today's editorial. Now some of the questions. Number one, in the 21st century, the India-US relations have found many reasons for strategic convergence. However, there is also a pressing need to weed out the divergences. Analyze. Second question, analyze the recent development in the India-US relations. What are the various issues in India-US relations? So viewers, this was with today's editorial analysis. I hope you liked today's editorial analysis. Thank you very much.